Hey guys, it's Cassie and today we're going to be talking about luxury items that we're going to regret soon. In my opinion, in my predictions. I feel like some people might get a little bit mad by what I'm going to say in this video, but I get it. I see the hype, I feel the hype. As a consumer, you know, we can be very easily blinded by the sparkly and the new and the fabulous and oh my gosh, all these people are wearing it and I think I love it and I think I've seen it so much that now it's instilled in my brain that I do love it and so on and so forth, right? That I think sometimes we don't stop to think, and I'm guilty of this, oh my gosh, yes. Sometimes we don't stop to think about, okay, do these have lasting power? Have they graduated to iconic status? Because some trend pieces are so, like, fabulous and have this je ne sais quoi about them that they graduate to, like, icon status, right? And it's like, you're not a classic, but you're iconic. And these are 6 items that I think we're going to look back on and be like, oh my gosh, did we really do that? Were we really in that phase and enjoying it? Disclaimer. If you have, you know, some of these and you love them, well, that's all that matters. Some people would predict that micro bags, mini bags, whatever, are something that we're going to regret soon. I personally am somebody that have committed myself to living my life with TBE, tiny bag energy. So personally, I don't feel like I will regret it, but other people may disagree. So let's keep things kind. Guys, if you're new here, my name is Cassie. I'm a self-diagnosed luxury addict. I put out videos on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, so if you like luxury fashion, then you're probably going to love it here, so head down there, subscribe, turn on the bell, become a member of our luxury addicted family. When are we going to rehab? Never. Okay, kicking us off with the Bottega Veneta Lido / stretch shoe. I've coupled these two together because they have the same property that I feel we're going to look back and I'll be like, oh, did we really? Yeah, we did. Oh God. It's a square toe. Now, my mum mentioned this in a recent video about how, you know, she did square toes in the past. You know, it went away. It's not a long-term thing, right? And I think that although we've done square toe differently in the past, specifically with these Bottega shoes, it's the extremeness of the square toe that I really feel is going to be the thing that's going to be like, ugh, you know? The square toe and then there's like platypus beak, duckbill, spatula, you know? Which the Bottegas are serving us. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, like these are super hot shoes. These do great every single season. People love them, people have them and collect them in so many different colours because they love this shoe. And to those people I say, good on you, love what you're doing with the place. But I just feel like in a couple of years we're going to look back and be like, that was really quite a square toe, wasn't it? And therefore, regret our decision. The next one, much like the kind of square toes of Bottega, is again a trend that's been around the block a few times, but once again, we've done it in a different way recently. So again, we're combining 2 in here, and that is the Frankie shop padded shoulder t-shirt and the Attico kind of very oversized shoulder padded blazer. Now, I love me a shoulder pad. I think shoulder pads can be done very well. I love a strong shoulder. Give it to me, give me the power, give me the bad bitchery, you know, that just oozes out of a strong shoulder. But there's again the extremity of kind of overdone shoulder pads that I think is going to date us or be like very of the time. So let's take the Frankie shop shoulder padded t-shirt. I believe it's called the Eva t-shirt. Now this became very hot a year or 2 ago. And again, it was kind of like shoulder pads where there didn't need to be shoulder pads, right? And it was a moment and people were loving it, but does it have legs? You know, does it have the longevity? I think not. Much like the Bottegas, with the Attico kind of oversized shoulder padded blazer, it's that level of extreme with this sort of personality trait of shoulder pads that we're going to look back and be like, oh my gosh, I literally looked like a child wearing her dad's blazer, and I think we were just going to look back and be like, what was happening here with the proportions? Oh, I'm going to get heat for this one. But hear me out, and look, I don't mind being wrong. I might be wrong, okay? But this is just what I think. Chanel Dad Sandals / Dad Sandals in general. Now, there are some people of the Thorpe family that believe that if it's Chanel, it doesn't go out of style. My mother belongs to this family of thought, so I see when I hear you and I respect that thought. But even Chanel have sales. Now, not saying that the Dad Sandal has been in any sales. The Dad Sandal, especially the Chanel one, has been the hottest item for seasons now, okay? So everybody wants one, they're selling out. Any variation you can get, it's being snatched up left, right and centre. We apparently love this Dad Sandal, right? But here's my theory. Much like the chunky dad sneaker that was like all the rage a couple of years ago, we did that and then we scaled back, right? And now if you look at sneaker trends, they're a lot more refined, I guess, or like scaled down from that kind of chunky, ugly dad sneaker that was happening, right? I mean, it still happens, but definitely not to the same extent. So I predict a similar thing might be happening with sandals, where they're gonna get a little bit like slimmer, not as wide and chunky, and we're going to move on to a more slim fitting, less dad of a dad sandal. Let me know if that sentence made any sense. I don't know, those are just my thoughts. Next up we have Croc-esque shoes. Now, I just put up a video, it's probably going to be the video before this, all about the rise of Crocs in luxury fashion. If you haven't watched it, watch it. A little bit of a different video for me, but I think I'll still enjoy it. Give it a chance, give it a shot, give it a click, watch it after this one. I think it's going to stick around for a little while, but my gosh, once we're over it, we're going to be very over it. Okay, we're going to look back and be like, oh my gosh, we're really wearing foam clogs as part of a look, trying to serve? Really? That's how I think that we're going to feel in a little bit of time. And honestly, the sooner that happens, the better for me. Just as somebody visually taking in outfits, social media and whatnot, the less I can see of this kind of shoe, the better. You know what? I really hope that we move into a place of decorum, okay? Because we can't be out here wearing these, you know, thinking that we're serving. At least this is my hope. Okay. An item that I own, the Bottega Veneta chain cassette bag. Now, first of all, I'm not above roasting myself, but just to clarify, I love this sodding bag. This is very my style, you know, chunky gold chains are very much my style, right? And I personally don't, at the moment, see myself looking back in a year or two and saying that I regret buying this, because it suits me very much, okay? But I do think that a lot of people who have bought this are going to regret it for two reasons. Number one, the chains are extremely heavy. Okay, heavier than you might think. And I think a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, the bag, yes, the moment, the flex. And then I'm telling you, you feel that weight. Okay, so number one, the practicality aspect of it being this heavy. And number two, like, my arm's getting a little bit of a workout just holding it up here. And number two, this bag has been hyped up a lot. It's been worn a lot on social media. And I think that there are a lot of people whose style isn't necessarily this, that have fallen for the bag. And a few months down the line, maybe we'll realise, do you want to know what? I just bought into it for the hype and not because this style is true to me. Because it's a very statement-y bag. And I think that there might be a lot of people with this who have been blinded by the hype. The last luxury items I think that we're going to regret soon. And again, I have like a previous example that maybe backs up my case a little bit. I love these. I have a pair myself. Fluffy designer slides. These are the Bottega shearling slides from Louis Vuitton. Now, here's my theory with these. We are absolutely loving these at the moment. All the big luxury houses are dropping their versions. Prada have some, Gucci have some. We've obviously seen these. Hermes has even dropped their own, and you know it's like worth doing when Hermes decide to like be up to the trend and like current. Anyway, we love these because you can do it in an indoor-outdoor moment, okay? They have the rubber or like a substantial sole situation so that you can do an outdoor moment. And I think that we're really in the throes of like still being comfy, still all of that business, right? However, I think that we're going to move into a place where people may have these and still enjoy them, but these are going to be indoor only. For two reasons. Number one, the wear. So I have had these, okay, these have had a lot of wear. I bought these in October last year. Oh my gosh, they're honestly so much lint. There we go, here's another reason, lint. The amount of upkeep, and the upkeep that I clearly can't be bothered to do. So I got these in October last year, and pretty much the majority of the shearling on the base of the shoe has gone, right? So, and again, I'm not going to lie to you, I have worn these every single day since then, right? Because they're that comfy. Fabulous. We love that. But I think that they show their wear quite easily. I think if you're going to be wearing them outside, you want them to look fabulous and, you know, pristine, and you want to make yourself look put together and everything. And when, you know, half the fluff is off, I think that we're not going down that route. Now, the second example I have here of something that's happened in the past that all of a sudden is like, oh my gosh, how did we ever? The Gucci Princetown loafers with the fur. These are constantly in like videos that are like, you know, luxury trends that have died, or these things are outdated in your closet. Those are always in there. And they, let's be honest, had very similar properties to these kinds of fluffy, fabulous slides that we're seeing now. And all of a sudden it's like, how dare we now? Although, I mean, that was different, right? The hair was longer. It was mopping the floors. I basically think for an outdoor moment, it's not going to be as cute as it is now. I think that we're going to, you know, move into a place of where we want to start dressing normal and not like we're wearing house slippers. Let me know your thoughts on my thoughts and my predictions. I am going to leave a video here in case you haven't already seen it. Have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening wherever you are. And in the wise words of my father,
if you like it, tell your friends. If you don't, keep your mouth shut.
I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.